Anna. Despite being so low on this week's list, Anna was one of the games I enjoyed playing more than the other entries. The issue is that there are more flaws in this game than any other. Anna has a nameless main character enter a dream world, one he has visited several times before. He describes to the player a certain level of trauma he has over the fate of his lover, Anna. Then the game starts, and you have to solve a number of puzzles to understand more. Whilst the music score is pretty good and the puzzles take some thinking to do, the worst part about this game is its graphics. Something about the game feels very fuzzy and certain parts of the scenery break off at points. This issue detracts so much from the game I have to put Anna last on this list. Alien Spidey. Alien Spidey has a slightly better look than the previous title, while still requiring the player to put some effort into the gameplay. However, Alien Spidey doesn't necessarily do anything new that the player will remember. Basically, you are an alien spider, kind of obvious from the name of the game. You have to rush through various levels and build up a score. The higher the score, the more stars you'll be awarded for completing a level. The end objective is to collect all stars, but the game seems to be so repetitive it lacks any reason to bother trying to collect all the stars in the first place. Still, the game is reasonably enjoyable, and for a one-off, Alien Spidey isn't bad. Altered Beast. Admittedly, I feel Altered Beast might be a little low on this list for what it is. Made in 1988 by Sega, Altered Beast features a Centurion resurrected by Zeus looking to rescue Zeus's daughter. To do so, he must face a group of mythical creatures, led by the evil Neff. While they've really thought through the characters in this game. In any case, you guide the Centurion through these mythical creatures using a basic punch and kick combat system. Although the game is very forgiving with its life system, playing Altered Beast is a nightmare to beat without dying. It's very easy to get damaged, and without the maneuverability to avoid getting hurt, I find the levels very frustrating. But regardless, Altered Beast is a great Sega game which has stood the test of time compared to other titles. Though flawed, this game is an old favourite, and had the next entries not been so damn good, Altered Beast could definitely have been the game of the week. Alex Kidd in Miracle World. Okay, so I don't want to admit Alex Kidd in Miracle World deserves a place this high on the list. When I actually played the game for the first time, so much of it seemed chance-based and rage-inducing. What's more, the soundtrack sounds terrible even in its remastered edition. But then again, this game has also stood the test of time, being released 2 years before Altered Beast in 1986. Sure, I got frustrated after only one try, but Alex Kidd in Miracle World seems to me a game that which challenges the player. Unlike the regular platformer, this title changes up its game with interesting collectibles and areas. And Alex Kidd doesn't expect to easily give up its secrets, but rather the game wants you to be determined to beat it. So I have to say, perhaps in my Let's Play I did judge this game slightly wrong. Who knows, maybe I'll have to get back to it. Origami. Okay, hopefully you guys can tell that we're back in the 21st century now, as detailed by the HD graphics of this game. What Origami excels in is how everything seems so AAA. The graphics are sublime even when videoed on a minor YouTubing channel. The story is planned out via the introduction of fascinating characters, such as the Demon Ninja and the Helpless Prisoner. To beat the game, you have to navigate through various stealth puzzles, requiring both good timing and intelligence. Not only is this type of gameplay smart, but it's much less like the other games you'll find on the market. True, there are minor issues, such as having to hold a button down to run for the PlayStation 4 version, but these flaws do not subtract from the overall experience. Origami is an example of what a present-day AAA game should be. Alchemic Jousts. I'm guessing anyone that's come to this point in the video is wondering why an awesome Japanese story about a ninja is beaten by this game. After all, Alchemic Jousts has no story, no real purpose, and no character development. But to me, that's alright, because Alchemic Jousts does have one thing the other games don't have. An awesome elemental combination system. Let me try to explain. Despite some of the previous titles being earth-shaking, only this game and Aragami have what it takes to be a good game in 2018. They look good, and feel new. But the thing is, even though Aragami is more impressively made, and more enticing at first glance, it is the mystery of what elements you can make in Alchemic Jousts that make you want to keep playing the game. Sure, I'd be curious to beat Aragami's story, but Alchemic Jousts is a game I know I'd get back to because I generally feel like I'm getting somewhere. What can I say? I bet many people would disagree, but something about Alchemic Jousts just feels so much more intriguing and at the same time fresh. Hence, Game of the Week is Alchemic Jousts.